should have come here.
Who's there?
Hey!
Come and face the Forsworn.
I'll make you pay! You don't have a chance! Dead! First you, then all of the rest
This
of me!
isn't your day.
You've already lost. It's not ready to die already, damn you!
Do you honestly think you stand a chance?
You can't beat me!
No, for pity's sake, don't kill me!
You won't leave here alive!
Afraid of you.
What are you doing?
Tough day for you. You picked a bad time to get lost.
I'll make you.
Are you prepared to die?
You've already lost. You'll need to do. Not so tough now, are you? It's time to die, dog.
This won't end well for you.
There's no escape.
Huh?
For the blade! I'll kill you if I have to.
You bastard!
That your best? Huh? The Forsworn will be playing what is rightfully
Oh,
all
no,
you're
you
waiting
don't.
for.
You can't. I'll see you in pieces.
Oh, no, you don't.
That's it? That's all you got? This ends. You've already lost.
Let's get this over with.
I need some help with this one. No!
Come on,
You win. I submit.
Come at me.
Lorcan's eyes, you're an ugly one, aren't you? This won't take long.
No more! I yield! I yield!
say worth the listening?
I gave up this kind of...
Vus Roda! 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 Vus Roda!
A bit of trouble here.
Vus Roda! Vus Roda! Vus Roda! Vus Ro!
Speak if you have aught to say worth the listening.
Power of the dragon is yours. There can be no doubt that you are the dragonborn of prophecy.
Also a vampire.
Don't we have some more important things to worry about right now?
Okay. I have a couple of Rin's mods installed that make this look a heck of a lot better than it usually does.
Simple. If you're not doing something you enjoy, then you're wasting your life.
Who's that?
These people may dress
So
primitive.
it wasn't accidentally.
Stay close to me. We'll take them on.
Too old for this.
You bastard!
I can't hit you.
Come on, what are you waiting for?
Death is highly overrated.
First you, then all of the rest.
I have to do better than that.
I wasn't looking for trouble.
Good night.
That's how it's done.
Wow. This place is truly something else. In all these I've never seen anything quite like it. Oh? What is it?
Oh, you're sweet. I'll take you up on that offer after we finish up here.
Okay.
I can't wait to see the courtyard again.
Ooh. Okay. We just got a map update.
These pillars must have something to do with it.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You have the symbol for king and warrior, and of course the symbol for dragonborn. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom. Yes, that's it. The symbol on the pillar on the left.
Whatever you did, it worked. Let's see what those old blades left in our way.
If only these people were open to some negotiation, you know? I was just thinking, the Reach would be a better place.
Yeah, but I don't see the Forsworn wanting to negotiate with the Nords or the Empire anytime soon. And Esbern is glitching out.
We must be getting close. We should proceed.
We should be careful. There's no telling what traps and wards the ancient blades may have set.
Okay.
We'd best be careful in here.
Ah, here's the Blood Seal. Another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look
Esbern's
here.
probably right.
You see how the ancient blades
Try
revered
using your
Reman
blood on the
Cyrodiil?
carved seal on the floor.
Okay. Oh,
Wow.
hold on.
That's the sculpture of Reman
Let's get this door
Cyrodiil.
open and see what we've got.
I am
Okay.
old. Very old.
This whole place appears to be a shrine to Reman. He ended the Akaviri invasion under mysterious circumstances, you recall?
Be careful here.
Done it.
Wouldn't want you,
It's
or
coming
me,
to life.
becoming some Forsworn's victim. I definitely wouldn't
did
want a
it.
Hagraven
Here's the
experimenting
entrance.
on my body.
After you, Dragonborn. You should have the honor of being the first to set foot in Skyhaven Temple.
Yes? What did you need?
I find inside.
Yes? I can't wait to see the courtyard again.
What do you need, Dragonborn? The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one. When I was young, our leaders became obsessed with the Thalmor threat. They believed that if and when we found a Dragonborn, we would need to protect her against the Thalmor. Turns out we fatally underestimated the Thalmor. They smashed us with ease during the Great War. I was one of the few who escaped. For a long time, all I cared about was staying alive and taking revenge on the Thalmor when I could. But then the dragons returned, and I remembered that the Blades used to be dragon slayers, and that we were sworn to protect the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer of all.
Okay.
I definitely don't have any regrets tagging along for your journeys. Now, let's see what we can find here.
Nice. Now we can actually forge our own. Yeah, I have a mod installed where that makes Alduin kind of tougher. So if you kill the dragon priests, it weakens him, which is how it should be.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine, but
Isn't it amazing? Ah, thank you. Excellent. Now, where were we? Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the Dragon Cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlord, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the war. You see, here is falling from the sky. The Nord Tongs, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism.
of course it is.
Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout, but there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh yes, presumably something rather specific to dragons, or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. Have you ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? I was afraid you were going to say that. I guess there's nothing for it. We'll have to ask the Greybeards for help. I hope to avoid involving them in this, but we have no other choice. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you. Do you need
Look
something?
here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive longswords. Now they kneel, their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history.
Oh. Yes? What did you need?
I'm feeling pretty good, actually. Thanks for checking in.
Yeah, you're welcome, on. Okay, hold on.
Did you say something? Haven't you been paying attention to anything I've said? Only you can finally defeat Alduin and avert the end of the world. If we can just find out what shout the Nord heroes used, you may have a chance. Or not. There's no guarantee with prophecy. Merely hope.
Okay.
Goodbye, then.
Oh? What would you like me to wear? A word of advice. Anything but heavy armor. It's too sluggish for me.
Okay.
I can't wait to see the courtyard again.
I got her to wear the cultist robes. That's cool.
Yes? What did you need?
Well, nothing. You look good on that.
Yes? What did you need?
I've turned you into a Stormcloak supporter.
Wow. This temple truly looks like something else.
And all the and all the stuff I dropped is still here. Oh, that's great.
So, what a day. Phew. I never thought I'd get to see a Blades temple, and an immense one at that. Skyrim, and by extension Tamriel, truly do have some wonderful and
Yes, they
truly
do.
amazing things to see. Which is why I wouldn't want this world to come to an end, either by Alduin's hands or someone else's. There may be evil here, and sometimes things may suck, but there is some good to strive and keep fighting for, you know?
Yeah. Now I have to pick. I don't know why I dropped this earlier, but my Bloodglass sword is still here, so I'm taking that back. The Greybeards can have the rest of the junk that I dropped here, including the staff of... Actually... Oh, wait. I can sell that. I should have just stuck this stuff in the chest. Oh well. More clutter for them to deal with. Like, yeah. Well, that Dragonborn is such a pack rat. They just dump their stuff everywhere they go. It's embarrassing, I tell you, Arngir. Well, that they are the hero, as far as we know. They can do what they want. Yes, but I hear that they're a vampire. That does not concern us, I think. Okay, here's my sword.
We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice.
Their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill you. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? Yes, for matters of such gravity, we need to know where you stand, or who you stand with. The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn. No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom.
This is just an example of Emil Pagliarulo's subpar writing. Railroading the character into the hero role and stripping player choice and taking away actual role playing value. My character is not the hero. She's a vampire, pony or not. Even on my Breton character, she's a vampire. She's not there to save the world, she's there to mold the world to her choosing. This is why I don't agree with the sentiment that, oh, well, by Elder Scrolls 6, the Dragonborn is going to be in Apocrypha. My character is not the Dragonborn. She's a vampire. Stop forcing the hero role. The Elder Scrolls and D&D and Fallout are RPGs. They are role-playing games. You choose a role, you live in the world, you make decisions for of what your character would be like in that world. Are you a rogue, a bandit? Are you a hero? Are you a villain? Are you somewhere in between? A male Paglarulo does not understand that. That's why I do not have any hope for any future Fallout or Elder Scrolls title until that man, just like Alex Kurtzman with CBS, is fired and those two companies get their head out of their collective backside and realize just how much damage they have done to their own franchises and their own fan bases. Because if they actually cared about the fan base, they would realize, oh my god, these people are creative and we're just keep stepping on them. We need to stop and support our fandoms. That is how your brand survives. This is not the 1950s. This is not the 1980s. It's the 21st century, almost the 22nd. Support your fan bases.
Dragonborn, wait. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to
yes,
cloud
you were.
my judgment. Master Einoth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make. No, I cannot teach it to you because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. But not Dragonrend. The knowledge of that shout was lost in the time before history began. Perhaps only its creators ever knew it, but I am not the one to speak of it to you. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
What now? Dexion said something about that scroll. What was it? Something to do with dragons, I think. Maybe we should try asking at the College of Winterhold. Sounds like something they'd know about. I can't wait to see the courtyard again.
Look! Bakur!
Look! Bakur!
Look! Bakur! Look! Bakur!
knife.
Hmm.
Look! Bakur! Who's there?
Ah, close quarters it is then.
This won't end well for you. Look! Bakur!
The long way to the top, isn't it? Oh, that poor goat. Are you humming the Elder Scrolls Online theme?
Who's there? That's enough out of you.
Hey, check this out. Are you okay?
Yes? What did you need?
Okay,
I can't wait to see the courtyard again.
I'm taking that. Yes, I know, I have too much stuff in my inventory. Way too much stuff. There we go. An unenchanted version of the Shield of Iskamar.
Look! Bakur! Look! Bakur!
You know, it'd be interesting if there were more signs of the dragon war around this area. They should have added that.
I'm so bored. Another customer. Please get in line. There's practically a crowd here.
What in Patima's girdle are you doing up here?
Madam, you have made a wonderful decision in deciding to pass by my humble shopfront today. Oh yes, I have only the finest of items, premium quality, and at the very best of prices. All of this could be yours. Just step right up. My lady, it is I who is dreaming to be visited by such a fine customer as yourself. But, no. My wares really are this excellent, and there's no finer place to shop. Work for? Why, the customer, of course. Krellick's goods only have your best interests at heart.
That sounds like some... What plane are you from?
Oh, you know, here and there. Krellick has shared his fine wares across the plains, and all his customers leave satisfied, relatively. Just because my fellows have caused some hiccups over the years doesn't mean we're all out to kill you, or bring on the end times. Blatant racism won't get you access to my fine wares, I'm afraid. Huh. Are you mortals going to hold that over us for the rest of time? It was a bad move on old Dagon's part, no doubt there. But the world's okay now, isn't it? At least there's no Daedra tearing the world apart. Dragons, maybe. But hey, no one's perfect. Are you going to purchase something or continue arguing? The only thing I'm here to destroy is your doubts about my wares.
Alright, let's see what you have.
Ah, well... I'm sure the customer can understand that there is a certain process one must go through in the purchase. Well, see, the goods, of which I remind you are of the finest quality, are all safely stored in magical crates. This is just further proof of how much Krellick cares for the customers, of course. Open the crates? What, are you mad? Why, that goes against everything Krellick's Good stands for, Sirrah. I am deeply insulted that you would suggest such a thing. It goes to the heart of this very establishment that the customer must be the one to open the crates. Doing so grants them an unparalleled sense of pride and accomplishment.
Oh.
After purchasing, of course.
So I won't even know what I'm buying?
Exactly. You are a sharp one, aren't you? You did come to the finest of merchants, after all. All you need to do is hand across a small payment of 1,000 septims, and the very utmost bestest goods shall be yours.
Oh, what the hell?
How wise decision. You won't regret this, Sirrah. No refunds. All purchases final.
And of course he just freaking disappears. Well, for that, buddy,
Yes? What did you need?
I'm taking your coin purses.
Wow. You really gotta hand it to the divines. Nern truly is beautiful. Miles better than Cold Harbor, that's for sure.
We better pray we didn't get just swindled by a frickin' Daedra. We are no longer doing business with the Dremora. What a rip. Of course, you know, of course, leave it to the Daedra to rip you off. That is still hilarious. I'm taking your gold, though. At least I made something back by stealing back all those damn coin purses. That was kind of funny, though. Like, yeah, the moment he's like, yeah, like the customer has to open it, and you'll feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. I was like, oh, great. He's ripping off EA's freaking bylines.
Dremyolok, greetings, Wundernik.
Nope.
I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain? Yes, Vaza. You speak true, Dovahkiin. Forgive me. It has been long since I held Tinvak with a stranger. I gave in to the temptation to prolong our speech. Evenar Balok, there are many hungers it is better to deny than to feed. Drechni Nakib, discipline against the lesser aids in Kachnar, denial of the greater. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove.
Yes? What did you need?
By long tradition,
I'm
the
glad
elder
you're here.
speaks first. Hear my thum. Feel it in your
I can't wait to see the
bones.
courtyard again.
Match it, if you are Dovahkiin. Why do you intrude here, if not for Tinvak? A gift, Dovahkiin. Yol, understand fire. As the Dove do. Why do you delay? Are you Dovahkiin or not?
Yol!
Do not be afraid. Fasnu, let me feel the power of... Ah, yes. Sosedo Vlostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor, mortal. Even for one of Dovasos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me? Ah, I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Yes, they are very protective of me, Bahlan Fadon. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts.
Oh, that sucks.
Drem,
Well, that's actually
all
kind of
in good
interesting.
Time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum? Prusa, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lean Vokin. Would you stop the next world from being born? Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monaven, what you name Throat of the World? True, but few now remember that this was the very spot where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues. Vaucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now remember how he was defeated. Yes and no. Viknusni Karon. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to
threw him at some
cast
time.
him adrift on the currents of time.
Yeah, thus screwing anyone in the future.
Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever. Forever.
Well, that didn't work
lost.
out, did it?
Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface.
Yep.
Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. Tid Krent. Time. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
Ooh.
Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I.
Huh.
Trust your
Okay.
instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. Return it here to the Tid Ahran. Then, Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Ahran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will feel, know Dragonrend in the power of its first expression.
Yeah.
You will see them, Wuthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir. The first mortals that I taught the Thum, the first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot Hun. The Nords had had many heroes since, but none greater.
Okay.
Dremyolok, greetings.
Okay, hold on.
Sum Ark Mora.
I don't even know what to say. I'm at a loss for words. I just saw you talk to a dragon. Not only in words, but through literal breathing out fire. And you seem so relaxed with it. It's almost as if you knew what to expect somehow. At least, now though, you have this cool and nifty shout. Not the Dragon Ren one, but it's still something. Just don't use that thing when I'm nearby, okay? Fire and I don't necessarily get along.